Welcome to Texas Today. I'm Kristen Dickerson. After being recruited at a jobs fair in college, Tracy Walder was sent on the journey of a lifetime as a covert operative for the CIA and the FBI. Now she travels all over as a public speaker, sharing her story of life as an unexpected spy. Tracy joins us in studio to talk more about her unlikely path. You're just like the coolest. I'm like, what? What is your life? Okay, let's start at relatively your beginning. How and why were you initially recruited to the CIA?
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really didn't have any desires to work at the CIA. I went to college to be a high school history teacher.
Okay.
So that's my degree is in history. That's what I wanted to do. But this is kind of a pre-9/11 world. So CIA and FBI weren't, I guess, as in your face as they are today with pop culture and all of that. But I became very interested in terrorism after I watched Osama bin Laden on tape talking about declaring war on the U.S. And so I started to figure out, what can I do? There was no major at the time where I went to college because it just wasn't the issue du jour. I went to a career fair with my sorority sister, and there was a table. They recruit on a lot of college campuses, and it said CIA. So I went up to them and I said, do you do this counterterrorism thing? And they're like, well, no, we're really looking for Russian speakers and Spanish speakers, because that was kind of the geopolitical issue of the day. And I said, okay, and I gave them my resume and continued on my way.
So what do you think it is about you, or what natural characteristics do you have that made you a perfect applicant?
Well, I've always been sort of a news junkie, I guess, you know, and interested in the world and current affairs. But I think it's more than that, especially now that they don't tell you exactly, why you got in. But when I really look at it now, I think it's my soft skills. And that's really a focus of a lot of colleges now, because we talk about testing. But I think what they're looking for is critical thinkers, problem solvers, good listeners, people who are empathetic. Because when I look at, just my process, it was a lot about solving puzzles, psychological testing, those kinds of things. And so I don't know if that's the reason, but when I reflect, I think that was a big part of it.
Can you tell me about your life in the CIA and FBI? Anything about what you did?
Yes, so at CIA I worked, I actually worked in the Counterterrorism Center before September 11th, during September 11th, and then after September 11th. So that was quite the time, I guess. It was obviously an unusual place to be. Initially, my job was really sort of tracking threats, where were they coming from, how could we get human intelligence to figure out, where these threats were coming from. That's what I did. I worked in the operations side, so gathering human intelligence. After September 11th, I worked on a still classified program, so I can't talk about that. But then after that, I was moved to look at terrorists who are trying to obtain weapons of mass destruction. So that was my job, and it took me to 9 different countries. I lived in Afghanistan and got to know terrorists. And
and I'm realizing your current life, and that blows my mind even more. Because tell me how you transitioned out and became a teacher.
Well, so I left the CIA not because I didn't like it, but I was just really sick of traveling. I was tired. I think it was just a lot. I'm still very good friends with people there, but I thought, okay, I can do counterterrorism, but let's do it here in the United States. So let's become an FBI agent. That makes so much sense.
It's a natural transition.
And so I joined the FBI, reporter for Quantico, went to Quantico, and I worked out of the LA office, did Chinese counterintelligence there, and worked really one of the first Chinese economic espionage cases. But I think I realized that law enforcement wasn't the life for me per se. And I always say the CIA taught me what I want to teach. The FBI taught me who I want to teach. And it was at that time I was back in California, which is where I'm from, and I decided to leave the FBI and go get my master's in education.
And now you're teaching at TCU.
Yes, at TCU I teach Introduction to Criminal Justice. I try to give the students, my stories and help mentor them, in pursuing these careers, and I love it.
You're also very passionate about some recent legislation. Will you tell me about it?
So that started, I think a lot of people don't realize that people who worked with the CIA, we are not considered veterans.
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's very common. A lot of people don't think that. And so as a result, when we leave, we do not receive benefits. But I'm fortunate in that, I'm on my husband's insurance and that's all covered, but some people are not in that position.
Yeah.
And so I worked with Senator Cornyn's office for about a year and a half. He sits on the Intelligence Committee, making intelligence, really giving money to the CIA to set up mental wellness programs, more psychologists, as well as funds set aside for people who did work there that don't have coverage to obtain mental health coverage.
Wow. So if we want to go more in depth on your incredible life, you have a book.
Yes.
Will you tell us a little bit about it?
So my book is called The Unexpected Spy. I waited a little bit to write it because I was teaching all girls, and I think I started realizing that they need a story from my perspective.
Yeah.
And then my husband, you have a daughter, you should write it for her. And so that's really what got me into writing. And I really just detail my life. It reads like a narrative, so it reads a little differently than some other spy books, I guess.
And I bet people fly through it because they're like, what happened next? Like, I can't believe this life you have. Thank you so much for coming in today and sharing just a little bit of all the amazing things that you are doing and have done. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
So neat. To keep up with Tracy or to purchase a copy of her book, visit her website, tracywalder.com. You can also follow her on Instagram and TikTok at The Unexpected Spy.